Alright, it's time to do my reactions to the Sony presentation. Holy crap, what a difference in presentations. While Microsoft felt safe and calculated, Sony explodes out of the gate with a rock concert, giving us sensory overload. And before you start wondering if I'm going into this with some Sony bias, I bought both the 360 and the regular Xbox at launch. So I was really hoping that Microsoft would do something special with this next generation. So let's get this thing started and see what Sony had to show. Sony started off by featuring the Vita. It's understandable that they want this thing to succeed after the money they sunk into it, and it's a shame that it hasn't caught on because it's a pretty neat handheld unit. Of course they had to talk about The Last of Us because they hit a home run just before E3 and knew it. Talk about some good timing there. After that they showed some more PlayStation 3 titles still coming out. I thought that Rain looked really interesting and it would be cool to see what turns out from it. For those that like a strong female protagonist in a AAA title, Beyond Two Souls looked like that kind of game. I'm looking forward to this one because it looked like it had some interesting perspectives from the female side of things. Of course they showed Gran Turismo because that's always awesome. I doubt that's changing anytime soon. Arkham Origins looked pretty cool until the big speech began after that about exclusives on a PS3 for both that and the next Grand Theft Auto. And finally, we got to see what the PS4 looks like. What would it be? Why, it's a big box. But it's a shiny box, and it's slanted on top of that too. But seriously, it's a nice piece of hardware, so let's see what they had to show us after that. Not to be left out of the entertainment scene, Sony reminded us that their system was capable of playing TV and movies as well as other network features, even though it's not the focus of their system. It was a good balance of just show a little bit of this, but get back to games. And then came the games. They started off with The Order 1886, and honestly I was really interested just because the way it looked and the possibilities that could come out of this. It didn't really show what kind of game it really was, but it could be something cool. Killzone Shadowfall looked really interesting for those interested in shooters. Not really my genre, but it's worth paying attention to, I think. After that was a trailer for Drive Club that didn't really show anything, but of course your typical trailer stuff. Infamous Second Son looked really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing where this one goes. And then came Knack. I'm not sure what to say about this one except it looks really bright, colorful, and pretty interesting. Could really be something here. After that they gave a demonstration on facial animations in an in-game engine for the PS4. I have to say it was rather impressive and amusing at the same time. Definitely worth watching. And then came the indie games. I think it was pretty cool to see all those independent developers on the same stage together, showing off their games that will be on the PS4. And it was a nice sign of goodwill for Sony to support independent games this way. After seeing a little bit about Diablo 3 on the PS4, we heard from Square Enix about two new upcoming games. Final Fantasy Versus 13 and Final Fantasy 15. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out, because it could either be good or crazy. You never quite know with Square. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm looking forward to a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know how it happened, but it did, and now I'm looking forward to this game and hoping it comes out to be something great. And then came Assassin's Creed to answer the age-old question, which is better, ninjas or pirates? How about both? A ninja pirate, a guy that sneaks up behind you, stabs you in the back, and then gets in front of you to yell "Yar" in your face as you die. And I have to say, despite the technical issues they had during the display, it was pretty cool and I'm looking forward to seeing this. Watch Dogs looked really interesting and worth looking at, especially with the different ways of doing things with your hacking device. I'm looking forward to this for sure. There's no other way to say it, but Virtual LeBron looks creepy. It's like some creepy clone ready to take over your life. But it looks like a good basketball game, and we need some good sports competition these days. And then we saw Elder Scrolls Online. Please Bethesda, don't mess this up. We need a really good MMO right now, because I've been looking forward to this for a long time. What's this? It looks like... Yes it is. It's Mad Max. Oh, please be something cool. Please be something cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this is. I mean, there's so much potential here. I've been wondering when somebody's going to do a good Mad Max game. Hopefully it's now. And then we got to the in-your-face Microsoft section of the press conference where they announced there will be no restrictions on used games and no online knowledge requirement, as well as the crowd starting to chant Sony, Sony, just from the Microsoft backlash. After that, they announced what features the new PlayStation Plus would have and how much it would cost. And finishing strong, Sony left us with Destiny. I gotta say, this thing looks freaking awesome, and I can't wait to see how this comes out. I'm looking forward to playing it and just trying out this whole new world. Overall, I think Sony easily won this convention. Their press conference seemed a lot more impressive with a bigger array of games and features that they both included and didn't include in their console, not to mention a price of $100 more for a console that watches over your shoulder. That's my wrap up of the Sony show. That's all for now. Peace out.